Hello everyone. Uh, in this lecture, we can learn about domain name system. So, domain name system is another application side of communication networks. So, in short, we can call this by DNS. DNS is a directory service that provides a mapping between the name of a host on the network and its numerical address. So, DNS is required for the functioning of the internet. So that's why we are calling this by the name. It is a distributed database that will be present on multiple machines on the internet. And also DNS provide the protocol that allows the client and the server to communicate with each other. And as one example part of this, we can say the DNS is actually runs over UDP, that is user datagram protocol, and which will be using the port number that is 53. So now we need to know that why we need this DNS, domain namespace, or we can say domain name system. So we doesn't know the IP address normally when we sit on to browse in the net. We doesn't know the correct IP address to connect with a web domain, but simply we will type the web domain address like ndtv.com or gmail.com. So it is very difficult for us to know the IP address for every website available, and this DNS will help us to connect our system with the particular web that is IP address. So there an establishment of link between the host and also the IP address to which we need to connect. And now the DNS in the internet, and there what we can say is the DNS will be divided into 3 domains. So one is called generic, one is called country, and one is called inverse. Because when we say about the components available with the DNS, we also can able to say that certain things like a domain or domain name. A domain means a region where particular server will be available, and resolver like a cache, then zone. So zone is something like a contiguous part of a domain, and cache will be the storage location, and resolver, and that will be something like a software that function as a client interacting with a particular server. So on those time these components will be playing the main role with the DNS. And now as far as the generic domain is concerned, here what we can say is, here each node in the tree defines a domain. So this can be kind of indexed to the domain and with the particular domain namespace. So here in the diagram you can able to see that the generic domains everywhere will be possessed with the web address, just like we will be typing www.something.com or .edu.gov. So in this way we will be able to assign this. So that's why these are called as and this labeling of the generic domain will be differ based on whether it is for a government institution or educational organization, or whether it may be for any military group. So based on that it will be differ in this area, like mentioning .edu or .gov or .com likewise. Then coming for the country domain, what we can say is the country domain section uses 2 character, okay, just like .us, and for us we will use the word .in, so India, okay, like even a sports channel when we say star sports .in or ESPN.in, and or something like very related to any organizations, okay. So here the second labels can be organizational, and they are actually considered as more specific in our notice. And these kind of country domains will be taking us or helping us to easily identify a particular web domain address. So the DNS messages are here we need to consider. So two type of messages are available, one is query and one is response. Okay, so that we can see. And before that, the inverse domain. Inverse domain is used to find the name of a host when given IP address. So, but knowing the IP address, when we want to know the name of the host, okay, so from which host the IP address is now linked, which host need a particular web domain address, so that and all from the top to the end, so reverse. So we can use the word that is inverse domain. And resolution, that is mapping a name to an address, is called a name address resolution. So mapping a name, domain name to an address. And DNS is designed as a client server application. And finally, what is a resolver? So a host that needs to map an address to a name. So when we want to map an address to a name or a name to an address, so we can use the word that is a resolver. And resolver accesses the closest DNS server with the mapping. So here you can able to see the header part in the message where the query contents are available, and one side identification and one side flags, then along with question section, answer section, then authentication sections. So here the response message includes the question section, the query message will be having the question section, and the remaining all for any additional purpose we can able to utilize. And more importantly or specifically, we can able to consider the flag field. So apart from the identification field, to identify the from which client the question comes, the flag field defines whether the message is a query or a response. So this includes an error bit or any other kind of informations. Then encapsulation. So DNS can use either UDP or TCP, and specifically UDP will be used, and based on the request and response message content and its type, we can go for assigning this. Then security of DNS. So security is another important thing we need to consider with domain name system, because when we go to a website based on a kind of application, whether we want to run a video file, or whether we want to download a document, or we want to execute some kind of data entry and then submitting that data, which will be more confidential, and such a scenario we need to consider about security. So security is also very much we need to consider. So the DNS attacks can be considered in best level possible, and certain measures are taken to avoid or prevent such kind of attacks. So that's all in the class today.